Alrighty, guys, here we go. Happy Friday. Hope everybody had enjoyed the beautiful snow we've had. Enjoy it. It's gonna go away next couple of days. Guys, how was the snow experience? Sarwar?
Not bad. It's the first time in snow in the season. It's pretty exciting and excited. But on the other hand, it's a lot of work because I have my house and two houses. It's a big, big lot because I have to clean. But some people are working on it. Not me. Some people working on it is a little pressure. But other than everything's fine.
Yeah, that's what happens. When you're a homeowner or investor, you've got responsibilities, right?
Right.
About just collecting the rent, you've got to, shovel. I know I had the same issue with my property, and I hire a guy, cost me $50. Right?
Right.
You got it cleaned up, and I have no issues. Everybody's happy,
Exactly. Yeah.
Stuff. Erica lives in apartments, so a little different for you, right?
Yeah, I have people that do that for me.
Right. They have management. So super
That's
being in a building.
the nice thing about being in a co-op.
co-op and condo. Yes.
Good stuff. All right, guys, without any further ado, Queens, Nassau, Suffolk counties market update. Obviously, usually this time of the year, market slows down. It's the holiday season, right? Most of the agents, they check out and, go to this vacation mode, right? And most of the homeowners, they kind of say, you know what, now's not the time to put the property on the market. Let's wait till spring, right? But this year has been everything but normal and usual. So let's see what the numbers are coming in for this past week. Humara, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and share. Perfect. So I'll start it off with Queens market update for single family homes. There we go. So 2 weeks ago, the week of November 30th through December 8th, we've had, as you guys know, 104 new single families in the market. The second week of December, the December 7th through the 13th, still really nice, healthy number, 87 properties. Comparing to last year, the same particular week, 75. So that's still about good 12 properties, give or take about 20% increase in inventory, right? From last year. That's always good, especially for buyers to have homes to look at. On the contract, 2 weeks ago, 86, a week ago, 84, and we are beating last year numbers by a very nice margin, 69 last year. So again, it's about good 20% increase in contract, in pendings, people transacting, right? Buyers and sellers actually going ahead with the transactions. So even though we have a 20% increase in inventory, we also have a 20% increase in contracts, right? So it's not like we've got a lot of extra inventory. Whatever comes in, it's pretty much selling, which is a great sign. And then sold 76 2 weeks ago to 75 last week to 72. So the sales are pretty much, I would say, on par, right? Very, very same. Sold prices 724 on average last year to 779. Again, it is a $50,000 bump, but keep in mind, guys, this is the whole Queens, right? And you've got properties in Jamaica Estates, which Sarwar just put one on the contract this week for 1.26, and you've got single-family homes, let's say in Rosedale, right? Those are $600,000. So don't pay too great of an attention to the prices, right? We always obviously like to see them going up. It depends what properties and what location have closed that particular week. And if you've had a couple of Jamaica Estates, it's going to definitely bump the average, right? And again, if you guys are interested to know about the value in your particular neighborhood, in your particular zip code, your type of a property, we can generate these reports tailored to your property location, zip code, etc. All right, Sarwar, take care of the multifamilies.
Thank you for having me today's Queens market update and Long Island also. The multiple the family in Queens market, which is November 38th to December 6th. So far, you see in the coming new listing in the market of 65. The new listing came, average price 1,104,000, and which is last week we have 50 listing came in the market, which is average price 1.2, And the last year, which is 2019, December 7 to December 13th, which is came like 37. So pretty much is like that pretty much like a double, right? That came in the market. It's a 20. It's like about 20%, right? 20%
Yeah,
increase.
it's about 13 properties more. So you
Right.
look at a nice 30% increase in inventory in the multifamily.
Exactly. Yeah, and the under contract that you have right now, which is in November 38 to December 6th, is at 52. The under contract average price 948, which last week 44, which is under contract 960, which is average price. Last year, which is 2019, average 965, which is 30. The property under contract means that
So that's a big difference, right? So what?
yeah,
14 properties a difference. So on 30, 14, that's a 50% bump in cash. So that's really great to see because we've seen multifamily homes going through some hard times during the pandemic, right? Because obviously small investors were worried about the tenant situations, right? Am I going to be able to collect my rent, right? If I can't, it's very difficult to evict, right? Am I going to buy a property that I can't rent? That's not a good business decision, right? So we've seen a little bit of a slowdown during the pandemic, but over here it's good to see that they're picking up again, right? And last week comparing to the week a year ago, 50% bump in contracts, which is great to see. All right, continue on the sold ones.
Really, yeah. So that means that any inventory came through in the market is it's just sell right away. It's not take too long. It used to be like stay in the market like month after month, like 6 7 months, right? But this is a very low inventory. So therefore, all the houses came any place in Queens, it just go away right away, right? And the sold, which is in November 38 to December 6th, 33 sold, and the last week is 41. That was 918. And last year it is in 2019 26. But that we mentioned before, the single family, right? It's about like the same thing, like it's and there are all the houses that came into the market compared to last year to now, right? But it's pretty much same. Pretty much same to the
Yeah,
19.
good stuff. I mean, look, the bottom line is 26 properties a year ago, that particular week have closed, while now we've had 41. And again, that's a big increase. You're talking about what, 15 properties more, right? That's 60% increase in closing. And obviously, one of the major reasons are the interest rates, right? The interest rates on a multifamily now, we see them as low as 2.625%, which is insane.
Yeah.
So the interest rates are low and the rent values are obviously always increasing, right? So when you're looking at apartments that you were renting last year, it was maybe $2,000. Now the same apartment might be $2,100, right? So you got more income coming in, yet you have a lower monthly payment, which equals a more of an net operating income for the investors. So it's really good to see that people are pulling triggers on the multifamily homes. Good stuff so far. We'll have Erica take care of co-ops and condos.
Queens market update for co-ops and condos. So 2 weeks ago, from November 30th to December 6th, we had 162 new listings. So that's a big amount. And then so last week we ended up going to 112. So it dropped off a little bit, but not by much, maybe about 40. And then a year ago it was about half of what you see, so of new listings. So from December of 7th through the December 13th of 2019, we had 62. So from 62 to 112. That's a big change. And then under contract, 62 2 weeks ago, or came under contract, and then give it another week or so, and you bump up about 21 points, 21 new under contract. And compared to a year ago, that was 56. So you're still a big jump from 56 to 83 under contract. And as far as sold goes, 2 years ago we had 58. I'm sorry, 2 weeks ago we had 58, and then it jumped up to 75. So that was a good. A week later you have almost 20. About yeah, and then a year ago from last week we had 45. So it's really going. 45 sold last year to 75 this year.
Incredible. I mean, that's so amazing to see, right? During pandemic, right? It's not like the pandemic's behind us, right? We're going way through a second wave right now, but as you can see, people don't care, right? We went from 45 to 75 in closings. Crazy number. Contract 56 to 83, right? Yes, we do have more inventory. There's no question asked. 62 to 112, but it's not like people are putting apartments on the market and the apartments just are sitting. The apartment hits the market and they gone, right? So really, really great to see in the co-op market and condos, because this is combined condos and co-ops, right? There's lots of activities. So for the homeowners out there who are thinking about, is it the right time to, get an apartment on the market? Absolutely. We had 83 contracts last week, 75 closings, right? When you combine those two, you're looking at almost 170 people transacting, right, in 1 week. It's amazing. Amazing. Good stuff. Alrighty, let me do a Nassau County. Perfect. So Nassau County, 2 weeks ago, about 269 new listings to last week, 241. Not big of a difference to last year, 145. That's huge, right? That's 100 more homes hitting the market in just 1 week. Prices, again, I'm not going to really look at, but from 672 to 844, same issues, right? You might have a property in Great Neck for $2 million, and you might have a property in Valley Stream for $500,000, right? So don't really pay great attention to the prices because it's just not accurate, right? Because it's the whole county. On the contracts, 257 to 275. What an amazing number. So we've had 241. Just listen to this, guys. 241 new listings came in, and 275 went in contract.
Imagine. Yeah, unbelievable.
How incredible is that, right?
Right. So that means that it's come in and come out, like in come in and go away, like right, fly.
Correct. That's exactly what it is. Exactly what it is. Comparing to last year, only 188, right? So tremendous numbers in Nassau in terms of people going in contracts, people actually, bidding over properties. You've got to go over asking prices. It's amazing. You got to go $20,000, $30,000. You got to go 5% above the asking prices in order to even stand a chance, right? And you've got to have great terms and no appraisal contingency, no inspections, right? You've got to be creative to really buy what you want on the island, because you're not the only one. Like Ali mentioned last week, took a client out. He was on the line, freezing during COVID for 2 hours just to get to the house. And when he got to the house, the listing agent told him, yeah, somebody just wrote an offer right here, $40,000 over the asking price.
Wow.
Right, how amazing it is. I mean, who's going to stand in winter online, right, for an hour to look at a house?
Yeah.
Or real buyers. These are not somebody just coming to look at, what your decor like, right?
Yes,
and
exactly.
On, how to decorate for the Christmas. So we've got sold ones, 315 2 weeks ago to 279 last week to 234, right? Again, amazing numbers throughout the Nassau. So let's wrap up with the Suffolk.
It's pretty much, I think so it's going to be the same thing in Long Island, especially Suffolk and Suffolk and Nassau. It's going to be same. Look at this also. Same thing is Suffolk had the November 38 or December 6, right? 340 listing came, and the last week is 387. It's increasing right now. You can see compared this week and the last week is like increasing. There's like a listing inventory. But if you compare for last year, 2019, right, as it 223, this means that it's people.
160, that's 160 more homes.
Right.
That's
how well the people are very excited to put back on the market because they know that most of the people coming through from the city or any other state towards to the Long Island because of why? Number one, school district. Number two, like in the area, much better than any other place. Now it's like really, really. It's not only the distance from like in the commute, like you have to drive towards from the Nassau or Suffolk to the city. But now, before you mentioned like last week, most of the people working in like remotely, right, in a home, so they don't need to drive or commute or train. So that's for people just moving in. Like this is a web now. This is a web to go to the Long Island, right? Yeah, yeah,
You get so much more money.
exactly. And
what I'm thinking is like a lot of these homeowners, right? Because I have family living out on the island, right? And Long Island had never really expected or had seen a major appreciation. It used to be very steady, 2, 3, 4%, right? Every single year, nothing really crazy. But now, like since COVID hit, it's gone up like probably 10, 12% on average.
Mhm.
Some of these homeowners are like, you know what, it's time to cash out. Maybe it's time to go to Florida now than rather than the next 2 years because we just don't know what's going to happen. Maybe once they're going to open up Manhattan again and people go back to office, people will change mind again of driving out an hour to Suffolk. So I think a lot of these homeowners, they're like, you know what, it is time to cash out now.
Exactly.
The values are just insane. I remember you started working with this buyer who was looking for a property in the Coram, Medford area, right, Seldom area, and we were making offers. Remember?
Low offer, and then he lose.
But he always lost the property because he did not make a competitive enough of an offer.
Right.
But I remember because we spent a lot of time with him.
Yeah.
Back then, we're selling about 360, 375, right? Those same homes right now, about 415.
Yeah.
And that's literally 6 months ago.
Absolutely.
It's pretty insane. All right, let's wrap this up. What about contracts?
Under contract, it's pretty amazing. Look at like 300. This week 345 average. You just mentioned we never care like the average price, but care about like under contract 345, which is the last week 321. Pretty much the trend is pretty much same. But if you compare for 2019, that would be the difference. So that means the under contract is the same. It's from inventory came in and spread out, and people now is people now make a bid and right away, and someone get a hit, someone get accepted offer and put back in under contract. So that's what it is now. So me myself, not even Ali, every single agent go towards the Long Island, we have to stand by outside 2 hours, 3 hours. There's no other way. There's no other because of the seller wants to see who's making highest and best.
Let me ask you a question. What's the secret? I mean, bottom line is I think you're working on helping 5 families today. I'm sorry, today. 5 families this month.
Right.
In contracts. And I know most of them are on the island, right? So what's the secret? How do you personally help a family win this bidding war, right, and end up on the top and actually getting the property? What's your secret, brother?
Secret, first of all, we ask our clients, my client, ask them the affordability, the hold of the accountability. That I will sit down personally myself with my banker myself. I want to know what is their goal? What is just the main concern that I ask them, and then I sit down with the bank and make sure that how much they qualify based on their scenario, their income, down payment, closing cost, and towards they're looking for the house in Long Island, right? And then I told them also very competitive market in Long Island, and that if you think you are match your criteria, and if you can able to afford any house that go over asking price, are you ready? He said, brother, if is my range, my price range, I don't mind. But
I understood. I got your point. So basically, in other words, you don't have them get emotional about the price. You focus on the monthly affordability. In other words, you're looking at the monthly payments. You're looking at the principal, interest, tax, insurance. And even though if you have to go over the asking price, you still focus on what? Is it affordable? Is it something that you guys comfortably can pay? If the answer is yes, just go ahead and make an offer that's acceptable.
Remember the Jimmy, right? Remy, their offer is the asking price was $599, and how much I made offer the last one, the high, and that's the last counter offer, $670. This means what? $70,000 over the asking price.
Yeah, insane.
Insane. But still, you and me not, we're not even accept offer, right? Still hoping.
Yeah. Crazy.
Right? They have open house, right? They do have open house. They're expecting we could get, but you never know. Someone might come a higher offer than me. So this is going to be in Long Island, Nassau, and Suffolk. That sold price.
Yeah, wrap up with the sold ones.
Yeah, sold price. You know, we have was the 419, right? 419 as the this week. I have 616, and last week was the 375. Pretty much good shape, and the last year is 340. But again, it's a good condition. It's a really great market. I can advise the people who are in position to buy. I think it's a great market. It's not. I think it's really a great market because of why that interest rate historical low. So if anyone seriously looking, and also they're set up a mindset to go to Long Island, yes, if they can look for us. We spend so much time this day. Now is the Long Island. Even though in Queens that you mentioned, just within the 1 month, I have five deals anytime, any moment going under contract, right? Even within the year, I have a great achievement, right? And tremendous how that I'm selling right now. Inshallah, I'm so happy, I'm blessed. There's no doubt that business is going up.
Yeah, keep it up, guys. You have it. I know we've gone a little over than usual, 10 minutes. So I appreciate the feedback because you're in the field, obviously, with tremendous success. Erica, welcome officially on the board. We're really excited.
I'm excited
to have
too.
you. We're really excited to have you, and buckle up. It's going to be a wild ride.
Thank you.
I'll see you guys all on Monday. Okay, take care.
Take care.
Bye now.